Is that an Aurora? That's an Aurora. That is cool. Nice. Thank you, Aaron Hill. Shit. Okay, there's a nice truck there. I think that's one of my old ones, actually. Oh. Boy, we've got some work to do. Good grief. Yeah, mules and all that stuff as well. Okay, can I reach some... I'm going to go to my private locker here. Oh, easy. Easy. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome back to another session of Death Stranding, and one that I wasn't even sure I was going to be actually participating in, because yeah, I thought the previous session could be the final one, but here we are. The game wants us to literally trek across the entire world one final time in order to basically get to the finale and get those final answers. So that's exactly what we're going to try and do. So to start with, I'm going to have to prepare. At least this this safe house has got some materials in it, so that should be good. And we'll see what our situation is. Okay, well, not great is the answer. So it's heavy timefall, and we've got a lot of road to go, because I don't think there's a lot of zip lines, especially in this region. So we've got a lot of work to do. I'm gonna try and fit everything onto like one, like have everything on my back and not mess around with floating carriers and all that kind of shit. And just try and make my way through. We'll have to see how it goes. I need to give some chiral crystals in, actually. So let's begin with that. A lot of stuff happened in the last session. It was really intense, I've got to say. A huge amount of like story happened, but there's still a huge amount of questions. There's a lot of boss battles that seem like they were the kind of the final boss battles. Turns out that they might not be. I don't know. We've been wondering where Mads had been for all this time, and then suddenly Mads popped up, and it was just like, just crazy shit happening, man. To be able to build zip lines, I'm going to take a fair few of these along with me. I almost always feel like there comes a time when I feel like I need a ladder. So I'm going to make plenty of stuff here. And probably to protect myself, I'll keep a couple of these close by as well. And so we're really using these resources here, but a lot of these I should be able to put into like utility pouches and stuff, so hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, auto arrange. There we go. So this is pretty much what I was going for. So I've got like 3 weapons. I've got plenty of PCCs. I've got some container repair. I've got hermetic grenades. I've got blood bags. I feel like I've got most of what I could need. So hopefully this should be enough to get me going. So, I mean, because we have to basically travel across the entire world, I should be using like trucks and such when I get the chance.
Sam, it's Hartman. Be advised that chiral density in regions predisposed to strandings has increased dramatically. No doubt the beach is to blame. BTs drawn into our world under these circumstances may be affected in unpredictable ways.
Yeah, I mean, I've been loving this aurora effect. It's one of my bucket list things to see the Northern Lights. I'd love to get the chance someday. Now, Let's not get too carried away with the scenery here and figure out how we're going to do this. So we might be able to draw like a zigzag here between these. And I think to do that I'm going to have to build my own one first. I feel like this is a pretty crazy shortcut. I don't know if it's one that we can really make, but if you can go along here, you can really like circumvent a large amount of things here. That's actually pretty interesting. I don't know if I should try and do that. Because we spent so much time in this region, the Mountain Knot region, that going all the way through here again, and a lot of the stuff you can't use trucks for and whatnot. So instead of that, maybe I should try and take my truck along this route and see how we do. I mean, I've got chiral network coverage for most of it, and there might be someone here that I can visit too. So there's only 4 pockets of area, or 5 actually, that I haven't visited. Okay, so let's try that first maybe and see how far we get, because it's a huge shortcut, and if we're doing something as big as going across the entire world again, I think it might be worth it. Okay, should be shallow enough. Nice. There we go, we're good. I don't know when the BTs are going to start popping up. Ah. Good old Lauro. So I'm going to hug the coastline for a while and see how we do with that. That's what Amelie said as well. Just run, just follow the coast, get to it. I'm gonna cruise it because of the music. Very mountainous around here. I feel like I'm gonna have to go up there eventually. At least the rain stopped. Nope.
Listen to what I say. Keep it in mind. Son of mine. Remember when you wait, the advice I gave, I hope it keeps you safe when I'm not around.
Especially with this kind of like dark timefall kind of thing. I think the song works pretty well. To be honest though, I did think that he might use a greater variety of like artists. I think Lauro probably has like 6 tracks in here. I think they've done pretty much like most of the soundtrack. I wasn't expecting that. But we're making great progress here. And I can build a generator somewhere around here to... Oh. Aha.
Sam, do you copy?
Please
I've been
do.
looking into Clifford Unger and wanted to share my thoughts. To recap, Unger was a U.S. Special Forces operative whose retirement roughly coincided with the death Stranding. After he left the service, he somehow became involved in the early BB experiments. However, he died before they ended. Now, while the circumstances surrounding his death are not entirely clear, I'm beginning to suspect that these battlefields of his are at least partially sustained by his enduring emotional attachments. Anger, resentment, regret. I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with the BB experiments. That much seems clear given his repeated attempts to steal Lou. Cliff seems to be driven by a compulsion to reclaim our BB, as if that will make him whole again. A compulsion so powerful that he was not only able to drag himself from the depths of hell, but bring a piece of that hell along with him. One thing's for sure, he's nothing like a BT. We need to know the whole story about his death and his connection to the BB experiments. I'll keep digging and let you know what I find, Sam.
Yeah, it definitely seems true. Oh, I see the jellyfish BTs in the distance. That's interesting. So yeah, once you start, I'm always a little bit worried whenever I start to hear things like emotional attachment and related to superhuman or like metaphysical phenomena in games, because it's like it's so vague. Because if you're talking about emotional attachments and the way that they can affect people's beaches, well then what the hell? Like Sam's beach, for what happened to his family, should be something very crazy and not just some normal looking beach. I'm sure Amelie's, she has some crazy emotional attachment to someone as well. And Hartman with his own situation, like everyone's got very strong attachments to everything. I mean, look at what Sam was willing to do for Amelie. Look at everything he went through just to get to her. And you mean to tell me that like that this is all caused by the anger, resentment, and emotions he felt about the BB experiments? Like what? So that kind of stuff never adds up, because I feel like everyone's got very strong emotional attachments to things, and I don't really feel like one person's is so much more insanely superior to the other that it results in these crazy things happening. But I'm sure there's going to be much more explanation about how it all happened and how it's all going to work. And I guess why Clifford's situation is unique and why he became what he did. But he's definitely not a normal BT, as Deadman said. Oh. Wow. That was the first time that happened. I'm not going to like that. They can really drag you out the car. Woohoo. That's okay, I should be able to manage here. But all of the BTs are like gold now. That's kind of interesting. Alright, should be enough to stay safe now. Okay. Because I saw the jellyfish looking ones, I thought they were the only ones in this area, but clearly seems not. One fully charged shot is enough for these guys, so... We didn't get no chiral crystals after killing him, interestingly. Right, how big is this? Ooh. And I'm on the edge. Okay, let me build a generator here to get my battery back. And I'll probably build a timefall shelter to boot. Not a ladder. Okay, that one's enough as well, so it doesn't have to be fully charged. Alright. Just in case I need to clear this area out a bit more, I need to leave this truck somewhere safe. Come on. Anyway, let's charge it fully first. Okay, and then I'll go out and scout the area ahead a little bit. I don't think distance matters, it's more about how much blood you have charged in there. I'm trying to save my assault rifle bullets as much as I can. Try and get by with this handgun plus grenades. That one didn't work, okay. Got like a baby BT one here again. Where? Is there one that I missed? Ah, fuck. Wait, is that the baby BT that got me? That's one thing I've been wondering, whether they can attack you or not. There we go. Come on guys, die. Like for real. Or unless they're like immune. Wow. It's getting nasty. Alright. I think the threat is over. Oof. That took a while. Okay, so we've got this baby BT. Yeah. I still feel like that's probably the best way to deal with these baby BTs. I just love the fact that the BT can give you a like, that's crazy. Right. Oh, there's a lot of them here. Then we've got this one. There we go. They did mention different behavior. What is going on? Is this one immune to it? Let's see if we can cut the cord with this one. This will be the first cord cut attempt with a fully fledged BT. Okay, that's one way to do it. So maybe those ones are like immune to... Oh wow. Well, that worked out well. I think that's probably the most BTs I've taken out in like a small area this entire game. Let's die. The bullet sponges, man. Took over 20 bullets. And I think a lot of those bullets were headshots. But this pretty much was going to happen no matter which route I took, so I think it's good that we dealt with it now. And we made quite a lot of inroads before we had to deal with this. Wait, what? Oh, okay, it's the truck that got lights. That truck does deserve lights. It's a really good truck. Right, I think the threat is over. That's good. Right. I think we can resume. Once I get to the Timefall shelter, I'm going to be relieved. About to exit the chiral network though, get into dangerous territory. We had to use up a lot of equipment. But once we get to Timefall Farm, should be pretty much out of the woods. Yeah, the truck can do it. Okay, we've got silent poets this time, just as I said it. Okay, Kaya, that's a Turkish name. Interesting. So we've got a Turk involved here. Probably the producer. Nice to see some Turks representing in a Kojima game. Don't see that very often at all. So it's like a greatest hits as you return back to East Knot City. See everything you built, see everything your friends have built. Experience the world one final time. Here's some of the soundtrack. I get what they've tried to do with it, but I guess oh, okay, we've heard this song before. I remember it now. Yeah, so I mean, when the encounter with Higgs has such an air of finality about it, when after all of that it's like you have to go all the way back across again, then I think just your initial reaction is usually not going to be excitement at the fact that you have to do that. So ah shit, I'm gonna get stuck here, right? Let's take a motorbike now. Why not? Use all the tools on our final run through. I feel like I probably put a sign here once, but maybe not. Okay. What's our situation now? So I will go to South Knot City, I think, and pick up the thing there. Hold on. Chronicles of Aaron 5. Between you and me, maybe I did just a little. Not so much as a nice job. That's the least a guy can expect after a trek like that, don't you? So this guy's gone like the same. He's made the same trek that we have. But right when I was about to give up on life, an angel appeared to save me. That's right, fragile. That sweet little ray of sunshine whisked me right back here in an instant. She seemed awful tired though, had me a little worried. There's something in the air here in Mountain Knot City too. Something funky. Plus Loch Ness up run off somewhere. But you're okay, right Sam? I damn well hope so. We're here for you. And we're praying that you make it. Keep fighting the good fight. So this one, I needed to go to... What was it? South Knot City, I think. Lake Knot City. Okay. I feel like this one's likely to be better. This person got 220. This guy's completely purple. Damn, son. Okay, I think this is a level 1 trike. Maybe this one is better. Let's see. The more range we have... No, this one's also short range. But I like the colour. It's got the Kawasaki Ninja colour. Kinda. Let's go! Right. I thought I had to go to South Knot City, but apparently it's in Lake Knot City. So, to be honest, I don't even remember what it was like back on the other side of the lake. I'm trying to remember what it looked like. I don't have much memory of it at all. It's been so long. I'm just going to try and head down here and get across. Where do the roads begin? I think it's from here. Okay, we're not too far away from where the roads start. That's cool. Is this... It's mule territory. Mules, I have fucked you guys up enough throughout this game. I'm just going to wheelie through your territory. There's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Come on, Norman. I'm so used to how badass the truck is at just getting around everywhere. So how are we doing? Okay. I am just wondering what that package for me is at South Knot City, so I do want to check it out. Whoa! Alright, okay. So yeah, it is a bit of a greatest hits. But we can't get through with the bike here. Well, if I can get through here anyway, I was going to say I was going to put another ladder here, but kind of don't need to. I tried to light the ladder. There we go. I was going to say, I mean, I thought it had enough to get you up to that bit. I'm curious about if we have enough here. I do think there's a chance we could get dragged away here. Just get my endurance back. Yeah, that's not going to work. Wait a minute. Do you just end up getting swept up to that little bit over there anyway? Okay, sorry, BB. You're gonna have to bear with me for a bit. Ooh. To be honest, I don't mind. This is kind of what I want to do anyway. It's just an easier way to get there. It's faster than trying to hold on. There we go. How is there so much flow here when the water already ends here? I'm not sure that's how water physics really works, but okay. Yeah, because there isn't even really a proper gap there. But whatever. We won't question it.